Yeah, well, good morning to all of you. My name is Luis and my partners are Pamela and Nancy, and we're going to expose about a small enterprise. As final project, this enterprise is called Milky Mitch, and it manufactures ice creams and the base to be ice cream.
Okay, Milky Mitch is a company that is located in Hidalgo, that as Luis says, it makes like a lot of bases for made as, well, to do ice cream. And, well, it almost sends like all the bases to big companies. And you can find like these ice creams in Oxxo, or 7-Eleven, or La Michoacana, or like that kind of.
Yes, basically this enterprise sells the base to be ice cream to bigger companies such as Walmart, Sam's Club, and even La Michoacana. And also it sells its products in like a local area, and that's something about the company.
Yeah, well, during the visit, we could be able to notice all the process that they do to make the bases. And they vary because they have different products, like different qualities of products, and they also have delactose products. So the process varies between each ice cream base.
Yeah, with the visit we chose to name two types of line. Line 1 is a common line with lactose, and line 2 is a lactose-free product. Basically, all this thing consists in, well, mixing of the ingredients and the hydration of the dairy solids, which is basically powder milk that is bought from an American company in a distribution center in Mexico City. Then it is pasteurized and after put to be finally packaged into 20.8 kilograms buckets.
Okay, and like in a small way to explain the process, first we need to like stabilize the salts and to have all in a tank that is at 45 Celsius degrees, and then well, also add the dairy solids that is for all the lactose stuff. And the third step is to add an enzyme that is called beta-galactosidase, that is had in 1%. This happens when a hydrolyzation reaction to catalyze it. And what it does is that the lactose is divided by the sugars into glucose and galactose. The fourth step is to add the emulsifiers, the sugars and the fat. And, well, finally, the pasteurization, that is a process that that it's only for 5 minutes, and this happens with 45 Celsius degrees. It is important to say that the third step only happens with the line that is for lactose.
Basically, I did this diagram because the one that was given by the company was a little bit complex. It consists of 3 mixers, 1 pasteurizer, and 1 homogenizer oven, and the cooling plates. First of all, this is a batch process, which is planned to achieve the 105%. And here enters the stabilizing salts and the water. After that, the dairy solids, and for this you need to wait until from 20 to 25 minutes to hydrate. Then it goes to you need to add stabilizers, fats and sugars to finally get pasteurized. Pasteurization is basically for control of microorganisms that may be present in the products. Then this thing goes to homogenizer. Basically, finally it gives us a more stable product. Then it is cooled and finally packaged in the buckets. here it is important to notice, for the mass balance analysis, I decided to treat all the solids, which are 34.6% of solids, and the rest is water. I decided to treat them as a solution where that passes through one mixer and goes to process in which water is lost. At the end, we have 2,297 kilograms of product that is packaged into buckets of 20.8 kilograms. Is for the final store product, we get almost 110 buckets. But in fact, these buckets, two of them are not going to be stored because after the cooling plates are filling the buckets, the first bucket is filled with water almost, and the second one is filled with waste. Well, the last of the buckets is filled with waste, and so they are thrown away. This is basically the composition of all the solids, which represent the 34.6%: salts, dairy solids, sugars, fats, and stabilizers. This is an approximation because in the interface didn't give us the exact quantities.
Well, for mine too, the process is exactly the same. The only thing that varies is that they add the enzyme of the galactose in order to denaturalize the lactose from the milk that's powder. But the process is carried out basically the same way as the first one. That's the only thing. And
This is-
there's a mass composition, and we add the enzyme.
This is basically the analysis we did for this reaction. It is not a common reaction as like the ones we saw in class. This is an enzymatic reaction. It differs that a catalyzer is an enzyme that has an optimal temperature. The temperature that is used for this enzyme to process all the lactose is almost 2 hours. It has to be mixed in 2 hours and at 45 Celsius degrees. And so, if you can see, this is lactose, a common sugar found in mammal milk. And after breaking the lactose, you get galactose and glucose that have the same molecular formula. So this reaction was easy to put in this way. But if you notice, here is the group, hydroxide group is down in glucose and is up in galactose. This is a little bit of organic chemistry. This is called stereoisomer. And basically the relationship is that one mole of lactose plus water, you get 2 moles of this thing, and basically 1 mole is of galactose and one of glucose.
Okay, about the conclusions, as Luis said, we had a lot of problems about the information that they gave us because they thought that maybe we were like to show the recipe or we don't know why. So we needed to have a little bit of the deduction. Also, we have a little bit of uncertainty. And well, as we said, we have 2 lines. That the only thing that changed was the thing about the lactose, and that almost all the unities are based on mass and temperature units. And well, as I said, the lack of information. And as a conclusion about the project and the course is that mass balance is used in everything. And for example, both of them are biotechnology students. But for example, I'm industrial engineering, and when I started the course, I thought that this class wasn't like useful for me. But with this project, for me, I can say that it is very important to know mass balance because almost all of the enterprises or companies only care about the cost or the optimization, and with all these like diagrams we can look which are like not useful or what are like only giving us waste and all that stuff. So that's balance is important.
Yeah.
That's all I think.